It's
Did you feel like you was cheating on your husband?
not. Hey, Silky Sister followers. It's Catherine here with Fuller Silkies,
Brenda from Waddle Farms.
and we're here today to talk about eggs.
Eggs. You know, the
Egg.
things that we all want and wait for.
A fertile egg, not just any egg. We want a fertile egg because what do you get from a fertile egg? A little baby chick. Yes, I had some in the incubator. I would love to pull it out, but not yet. Tomorrow's the day to pull it out, but I've got several little chicks. And to get those little chicks, Brenda, how do you start?
Okay. So I'm going to go over just the basics on the egg. What came first, the chicken or the egg kind of thing. That's kind of funny.
Yes.
I don't know. So the it takes about between 24 and 27 hours for a hen to make an egg. Some people are like, no, my hen is laying 2 eggs a day, and that's not possible. Somebody's sneaking in there and putting another egg in there. No, I just have a rooster. Okay. You have 2 hens.
That's always a good surprise, though.
So the yolk forms in the ovary. It's called ovulation, just like it is for women. It enters the oviduct, and it's a long tube. It has 5 sections. First section is, I'm going to try to say this, okay, because it's very hard. Infundibulum.
Good job, because I would have messed that up big time.
That is where the egg is fertilized, and that the egg, it lasts about 15 minutes. So the egg moves on whether it's fertile or not. The second section is the magnum. It's there about 3 hours, and that's where the egg white is added around the yolk. So the third section is the isthmus, and it's here about 1 hour, and the shell membrane layers are formed here. So it's like when you hard boil an egg and you're kind of peeling off the egg shell, it's those layers. That's what's formed there. Then the fourth section is the shell gland, which is the uterus, and that is where the shell is built, and that takes the longest, and that takes 20 hours. So, yeah, and that is where the calcium is deposited. That's where calcium comes in, is really important. And and that is where the shell gets its color. So, like regular layers, you can tell the egg shell color by the earlobes. Did you know that?
I did not know that.
You can.
I
Yeah.
learned something new today.
I
Thank
know
you,
it. I can't tell
Brenda.
you what color means what color of egg, but that's what I know. But
Oh, and
and
that's a
then
whole nother community,
I
the colored
know
egg community. Sometimes they have a little discussion in the colored egg community, and I'm glad that we're not a part of that.
it's my
Uh,
color.
my color, I trademarked it.
That is my color, and I'm gonna market it, sell it. Anyway,
Bless their hearts.
yeah, I don't even get into the midst of that. I don't even know the details. I don't even want to know. So, and then finally, the fifth section is the vagina or the cloaca. Did I say that? Okay, so we'll say cloaca.
No, vagina is not a bad word. Oh, you say that vagina is the best word ever.
So my husband says.
Oh, he didn't say that's the best word ever.
Okay, so that is where the shell that is formed, that's where the hen pushes it through. And actually, the hen everts the cloaca slightly so the egg doesn't touch the urine or the poop. Did you know that?
Oh.
I know. I'm like, how does that work? They both come out the same way, same same hole.
So if you get an egg with poop on it, that's after the fact.
That's after the fact. Yes, that is true.
Because we always see eggs with poop on it. Come
I know
on.
it. I know it. I hate it. And I'm sitting there going scraping it off.
Yeah. But I mean, it did come out of a chicken's butt.
Yeah,
So you might get a little poop. That's a little extra.
I have a sign that says, it's a chicken. It says, I poop breakfast. What's your superpower?
Ooh, yes. We love those fresh butt nuggets.
I know it. So the total time is, like I said, it's 24 to 26 hours. But if in that whole time the hen gets stressed out, like a predator tries to come in, or or heat or something like that, it can pause the production. So
if you look at a Silkie wrong, it may delay their egg production by a month. Those freeloaders. I have a couple freeloaders. It's like you look at them wrong and they don't lay.
That's it. So
and Silkies have the lowest egg production of almost all chickens.
Yes.
Do we know how many eggs on average does a Silkie lay per year?
You want to take a guess?
Let's see. How many eggs per year? I would think about 100 to 120. And that's not many when you consider there's 356 days per year.
Well, the magic number is 80 to 120 eggs per year.
So that is not much.
So, what's the best layer? Let's see, like full size, large fowl layer would probably be
the Rhode Island Reds.
Rhode
My
Island.
mom has some of those and they are mean.
Yeah.
You do not
Longhorn.
put Rhode Island Red. You really don't put any other breed of livestock with a Silkie. They have to be with their own or else they get picked on. Yeah. Especially the Rhode Islands. They're a little mean. But they are good egg layers, but they're just not as friendly or snuggly as a Silkie. So
Rhode Island Reds lay between 200 and 300 eggs a year. So
that sounds about right.
Yeah, we had a Rhode Island Red. That's what we started with. When was that? Like 10 years ago, I think. I want chickens, and I'm like, okay. We had a rooster. We called him Diablo.
Oh, that says it all. The name says it all.
Yes. And then I would drive in and he would run at me and I would be smacking him with my purse trying to get it was bad.
Oh, see, mean roosters go.
Yes.
I don't tolerate mean roosters at Fuller Silkies because that trait does breed down to their offspring. So, I don't care how cute and pretty they are. I got rid of a gorgeous full pattern Millie Fleur showgirl cockerel because he was evil. He was evil mean. His name was Dickhead. And every time you would turn around, he would attack you. He would get you when you weren't looking.
So he's a coward too.
Yes, the sneaky one. So even with my extra loving, my dominant, dominance over him, he still did it. There was no breaking him. So he had to go, and he was beautiful and he was hard to let go, but I have his daddy, and his daddy is a love bug. So
I don't understand that. I have some Polish, and the dad is just awesome. I mean, just loving and never would bite me or peck me. But the offspring, it could either come from him or maybe the mother. But the offspring, the boys are mean.
Oh,
I don't get it. So I don't really breed them to sell anyway. We just breed them to eat eggs because Polish eggs are big,
big,
big.
bigger than a silkie. A silkie's egg is tiny.
Yes. So, all right, let's see. A hen can store sperm up to 2 to 3 weeks.
Mm-hmm.
I never knew that. Well, I mean, for a long time when I started to breed, and I didn't know that. So, an egg has a small air cell at the top, and you
Mm-hmm.
can kind of tell how old that egg is by looking at that air cell because the eggs are porous and they will evaporate over time. So if you've got a fairly large air cell, then that's an older egg.
And you can tell that by candling, get a really strong flashlight, I usually put it on the top, the flat part, because that is where the air cell is, pointy side down. Get a strong one in a dark room and kind of candle it, and then you can see it. And you want to candle every egg before you put it in the incubator because there may be a crack, and you do not want to put a cracked egg in an incubator. It'll make a big mess.
I've only had one that started leaking,
I've had one of those.
peeping. And I'm like, so carefully, I went and got a bag, put my hand through the bag and just barely touched it, grabbed it, and tied the bag and took it outside because I've heard horror stories about them exploding, and they say they'll never get that smell out.
That smell. I'm sure it's horrible. Yes, I have not had one explode. I'm very vigilant about checking eggs that I put in my incubator. I usually check uh, before they go in, and then I usually check on day 17 or 18. I try not to mess with them.
Yeah.
Sometimes, if I'm checking fertility, I will check on day 7. Just to see if I've had some issues in the past, and I check fertility usually every week at least. Every week, if not at a bare minimum every month, because I sell hatching eggs and I do not want hatching eggs going out that are not fertile. That is the worst.
Right. Excuse me. So, I was going to talk about pullet eggs.
Mm-hmm. So pullet eggs, you're so excited. You get that first egg from that little pullet. What do you do with it? That
Yeah.
little bit, you'll get a little bitty egg.
Yeah, I'm going
So
to show you something. Hold on, I got to grab it. It's right over here. I want to show you the difference. Oh, hi, buddy.
yeah, my Woofus. This is my 16-year-old buddy here, my brother. He's
So
been with me forever.
when you get a new layer, okay, I mean, you're so excited that you want to take those eggs and you want to put them in the incubator.
Mm-hmm.
So, but I wanted to give you okay, so this is from my hen that I've had for a while. And then this is a new egg. Look at this. Look at the difference. I mean, it's a lot thinner and it's oblong, and it really a baby would have a hard time hatching out of such a little egg. I guess it doesn't look as little as it does to me.
Size does matter. Size does matter. It does.
It
Just think
does.
about if you hatch a little pullet egg, that little bitty baby will more than likely die
Yeah.
because it will be so tiny. I mean, look at the size of the shell. A silky egg is already small enough as it is, but if you get it smaller, about half the size, because that's all the room that
Yes.
little baby has to grow in.
Poor baby.
If that's all the room that you get, then that baby is going to be very, very small. And what's the first thing that you always look for in
Small.
silkies?
Mm-hmm.
Type.
Yeah,
You
type.
want a little
Yeah.
bitty chick, or do you want a nice, healthy, full grown silkie that's going to have all the immunity from that 2-year old hen? I mean, really, a 2-year old hen is the best egg to get from for hatching eggs.
Yeah.
The Because you really don't want to hatch anything from a pullet. Wait until that year mark if you
Yeah.
can, or wait until at least the first, month or two,
Yeah.
when that egg gets bigger and bigger, because
So
no
yeah,
one wants a short egg.
silkies usually start laying what between 6 and 8 months sometimes.
Oh, I've had some wait until 10 or 12 months
Yeah.
before they lay. They do. I've got this one pullet, this one paint pullet. She will be a year on December 31st, and she still has not laid her first egg.
there's there's a few of them that I've had that take longer than others, but yeah.
Now, the ones that wait until 10 or 11 months give me a bigger egg right
Yes.
off. They
Yes.
don't give me the little fairy egg, and
Yeah.
I've noticed that.
Yeah. So you don't want to start hatching them suckers right away. Now I did make a chart, and I'll show it to you here in just a second. I call the ones that they hatch or they lay for like 2-3 months is like their practice eggs.
Mhm. Right.
you know but some breeders wait until they turn a year old. Let me show you this chart that I found. And
Ooh, I love charge.
do you?
I'm a visual learner myself.
Also, let's see here.
Mm.
Yes, do not hatch under 32. So, and it's probably a few weeks that they'll lay eggs that are, not that they don't weigh as much. So, 39 or 42 plus, they
That's a big egg.
for a silky, that's a big egg, and it's probably a
Double.
double yolker. And
A
have you,
twin.
yeah, have you seen people try to hatch those?
Yes, yes, and I wouldn't. I'm not the type of person that opens eggs if they don't hatch. I mean, I was in the beginning until I got my humidity and my cabinet situated, and I don't like to see that. But if I have bad hatches, I will. But normally, I don't open eggs
Yeah,
and to look at that stuff. That's something I really don't want to see.
yeah.
Just like AI, artificial insemination. Some people do that. That is not on my bucket list. I've done it once, and it not for me. Not for me. And some people do it, and that's fine, but that's not for me. It's
Did you feel like you was cheating on your husband?
he felt deprived.
Yes. Did he walk?
He wants that tap tap squeeze. The husband wants the tap tap squeeze, not the rooster.
Right. So yeah, but you want a nice oval shape, not a torpedo shape, because they're going to have a hard time hatching. The when they're small, the yolk is also smaller, and that's also what they are going to absorb when they do hatch. And if it's small, that doesn't give them a very good start. So,
Right.
we get fairy eggs all the time. Sometimes hens will lay fairy eggs or shellless eggs, or they're trying to get it right. They're practicing.
Now, if you get a shellless egg, you need to increase your calcium.
Yes.
That's a sign of a calcium deficiency. And I order my calcium supplement from Amazon. It's just a water supplement. And then you also want to increase your grit and
Mm-hmm.
your extra shell just to give them that extra, calcium and minerals.
Mhm. But
You
you
always
don't want to add that stuff to your food if you have roosters in there, because extra calcium for roosters, it's not
It's
good for
bad.
them. Yeah. So just to have all that stuff for like off to the side, and a little feeder cup to offer. So, and if you're selling hatching eggs, don't send the little ones.
Oh goodness, no. Don't send a pullet egg when you're selling them.
Under
No one
33
wants a
grams.
pullet egg.
Yeah. So, it's just, first of all, if they do hatch, which a lot of them don't, if they do hatch and they actually do grow by chance, they're going to have problems down the road. Actually, I heard that pullet eggs actually taste really good.
Oh, I did
Yeah.
not know that. I
Yeah.
have not heard that.
Because their yolk to white ratio is higher early in the laying, making it better for breakfast. I'm gonna have to start doing that.
Yes, save all the fairy eggs.
They're like this big, but hey.
You need 10 to make an omelet, but that's okay. We can come up with that, huh?
Yeah, so
Please like and subscribe and tell your friends.